ejaculating, and you taking her essence, and she's giving her essence because she's the source and the fountain of youth, and the pool is built up. She is the source of all this, so you can't deplete her. And you start to take her essence, and what happens here is this: you will not be able to keep your hands off each other. Because the only reason why you know how you get mad at her after you bust your nut, you be like, you don't want to touch her. Right? That's because she got your shit. You see. So this is another part of the melanin. You see. So these collars. Now the thing about it here is not even just the oral sex, just being with a woman sexually. Even with your dipstick. That's been with a lot of women, not with a lot of men. Been with a lot of men. That's one of them Freudian things. That women shit got in there first. That might be another lecture in another time. Because us porno people, that shit ain't on. You go right ahead, baby. Shoot. How you think a lot of black men get turned out? She come over, white girl. She come over with her girlfriend. 2 for 1. Next thing, this nigga gone. I'm serious. How you think I'm telling you some mysteries. How they get? You say, what is the secret? This white girl. The white girl bring her girlfriend over too, and the girlfriend look better than her. It's on. I'm just telling you how niggas get turned out. You see. So just give me one of them secrets. This is one of the girls from Detroit told me how, how they do it. And he said she probably never brought her girlfriend over. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that stuff like that. All this stuff here is science. If you don't look at this shit as moral, I'm gonna be honest. Being moral ain't never got you shit. Your children locked up by the millions, and you've been worshiping Jesus. You see what I'm saying? But this is the key. This is the key. When it comes to this particular energy, the more men she's been with. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I know a lot of guys. They would never admit it. But you know what I'm saying? They like a good hoe. They've been trained to go out, You see, me, and so. But, okay, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I had Ginger. Now Ginger was my Ginger. When I first started lecturing, I started lecturing at age 30. The Spirit said, "Look, you get ready to get caught up because the women are gonna come after you like crazy." Sure enough, the third lecture, 2 sisters came up and they said, "We're ready to follow you to the Star Sirius." So what happened was, you see, I'm telling that Martin Luther King thing and all that stuff about that. Something about a man speaking. So what happened was, I was with Ginger for about 7 years because they sent her to block. She was 11 years younger than me. She didn't want no children. She was still in school. You see what I'm saying? So she was too young for what she was trying to do, and they sent her to block, and she was with me for 7 years. When she left, all the babes that it was in my line of sight was in their 40s. They had already had the children. You see what I'm saying? They had already had the children and stuff. So it shifted. When I was in my early 30s, all of them was coming childbearing realm. I couldn't have no children. Hell, I lectured for fucking 9 years on damn $300 a lecture. You see what I'm saying? I was literally a pauper. But I had to get this, and I knew that if I had them children, that shit would be over. A little bit of child support, it was over. But I knew at 30, I wasn't supposed to have children. So they sent her as a young girl to block. So when one day we just woke up, and I said, "You ready to go?" She said, "Yeah." I said, it's all good. And we sitting in the house laughing, and people all down the East Coast, "Oh, this is so bad, y'all break it up." We laughing and shit. I said, my mama told me when I first took, she said, "That goddamn young ass girl gonna leave you, nigga." The year after we hooked up, a psychic said, y'all just don't be together. So we already knew it. So the day she said, the day she said, and what happened was I was vegetarian for about 4 years. Then we got back on the meat. Oh, it was pleasure. Then she went back to vegetarianism, and my boy came down from South Carolina. He said, y'all ain't gonna be together long. He said, because as soon as that eating shit break up, that's a social thing. He said, y'all ain't gonna be together long. And a week later, we knew that it was over. So, I was in that realm of the 40 plus. I was 38. Going 40, I turned 40, so all of them was 40 and 50. Now, they was out of the childbearing thing. They was out of the childbearing thing, you see what I'm saying? So, we used to get together, and this is when I knew something. We'd be in bed, and the question was, because see, most men don't want to hear this. Like Chris Rock said, how many men you been with? She said, well, two. I guess that's how you raised. They don't want to hear that. My desire was, well, how many men you was with? And the higher the count, I was most fascinated. Then I met up with one that had been with over 50. I had met with one that had been with over 50. And she gained the most power. Let me tell you how powerful she is. She got access to the heaven realm. And so gods like Legbar, Baron Somni, they come and screw her on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis. And stuff like that. Why? Because she had raised herself. See, here it is that the Spirit telling you to be promiscuous, to be shut down, chastity. But yet the ones that has gone to that particular level of promiscuous is up there with the gods screwing. You see what I'm saying? And so all she had to do was get on some lingerie and lay on the bed, and here they come. All the gang. All the ones that tell you not to have the sex. They partying down. You see? So I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to give you some concept on these things. If you look at these things as energies and not moralism. You see what I'm saying? And not moralism. You see? Real powerful information. If you look at it that particular way, but that's one of the ways to do this type of thing. But another, so for the man also to be beneficial to the woman, if he don't ejaculate, then she gets the benefit. Let me tell you why. Once you enter into that and you become that vampire, like Dracula, and you suck in them energies, the love, every last one of them you be with will be in love with you for the rest of their life. Because you have sucked in a part of them, you see what I'm saying, and you didn't let it go. Because what happened is so many ejaculate, you start hating the person. But that stuff that you suck in, those energies, they're in you for life. So they're in you for life. So these people be in love with you for life. But on one aspect also too, we have a massive epidemic of brothers going with the white women. Epidemic across the country. One of the keys is what you're not understanding based on psychological conditioning is this. Let's say 85% of our hair that comes out of the scalp has some type of natural pattern to it. You see what I'm saying? We only got like maybe 2% of the sisters that will have literally straight hair that comes out of the scalp. Now, if your hair just so happened to come out of the scalp that way, then you can't do nothing about that. And that's the natural way your hair is supposed to be. But if your hair does not come out the scalp that way and you're permanent, there's another psychological aspect that's actually going on. And that is this. Just like you seeing a white boy walking around with dreads, he just don't look right. Just like you see white people trying to act black. They just don't look right. A white person can put on some mud cloth and they just don't look right. Because that is you. You are the master of that. And nobody can compete against you because that's uniquely you. Because that is the white woman's hair. I don't give a damn how much you put a perm in your hair. It's not going to look as good as hers because she's wearing her own natural hair. Now, yes, you can go get them real expensive perms. And for the first couple of days, them shits look just like that. But it's only relegated to people who got a whole lot of money now because those things, you can't do that shit every damn week. And then that's questionable if you can, because you fuck around and be bald head. But the point I'm trying to make here is your black skin and your nappy hair is uniquely you. Only one on the planet. So that also means that you are not even you cannot even compete with the white girl. Not saying that the white girl's hair is better than yours, because it ain't nothing but fur. You have hair, they have fur. The same if you go and get the doggone any animal. You see, that's fur. So yours is superior for the simple fact you're the only people that's got it. So we're not talking about a form of superiority. What is superior is what's dominant. And since this is the original shit, we can say that this is superior. But that's fur. That's why that same fur emits a oil, just like the animal coat. You see what I'm saying? Every day. You see what I'm saying? But the key, what we're talking about here is this. You can't compete with her because that is her own hairstyle.